Hello everyone, this is Paul from Ortho Eval Pal, and today I want to discuss this young lady's situation. She's been increasing her running lately and went from 4 miles to about 6 miles, so a pretty big jump in her running, quite tight in the calf muscle, and the roads where she's running are quite uneven. So she comes back a couple nights ago and not doing too poorly, but the next morning having some severe discomfort on the lateral aspect of the foot and ankle. And as you can see, there is some obvious bruising right along that peroneal tendon. Okay, and when I ask her to point the foot down and out, that's quite painful, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so very painful there. Now, she did not twist her ankle, so I'm not so concerned that she had some sort of an inversion ankle sprain, but I'm gonna check her ATF anyway. So I'm gonna have you relax. Just gonna grab a hold and do an anterior drawer test like we've seen in some of the previous videos. And we have good stability. And any pain? No pain with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna palpate her fibula because some people can actually stress fracture that fibula with some unusual motion, or sometimes if they're a little osteoporotic or osteopenic, they can develop some problems there. And there's no tenderness over the fibula whatsoever. Now, I'm going to check her fifth metatarsal because some folks can fracture that. No pain there. And when I palpate a metatarsal, I always palpate it dorsally and on the plantar surface also. And if they have pain in both sides, I'm more concerned that there could be a stress fracture or a frank fracture of that bone. If it's only on the top, she could have an extensor tendinitis. She could have a flexor tendinitis on the bottom. She could have metatarsalgia, but we're not having any indication of that and no tenderness in that fifth metatarsal. But if we started the proximal fifth metatarsal head and we work our way along the tendon, you can see how inflamed and how swollen it is right here. It's actually sticking right out. If I follow that, very, very tender along that tendon, and we follow the route along the lateral malleoli, still tender?
Not as bad.
It starts to let off there. So we're really most tender from here to here. I believe she has mostly a peroneal tendinitis, and we're going to rest this a little bit. We're going to put her into a fracture walker boot. We're going to do some modalities. We're going to work on her dorsiflexion mobility, because that doesn't hurt when I do that, does it? But she's super tight. So we're going to work on that motion early on and see if we can get this to settle down a little bit, and then slowly continue to work on increasing her motion. And then we're going to work on her inversion-eversion strength, some proprioception on an RX pad or some sort of a balance pad, work on some perturbations, and really work on some ankle stability here. And then when she gets back to running, we're going to talk about a nice steady increase in her running. And I like to do quarter-mile increases. So you do a quarter-mile run, do it 2 or 3 times. If you're comfortable with that, you go to a half-mile 2 or 3 times. If that is comfortable, you go to 3/4 of a mile, and so on and so forth, and slowly build it up as to not re-inflame this or cause a rest re-injury cycle. So if you have any questions about peroneal tendinitis, please leave a message in the link or in the show notes. If you have any questions about this, please send me some questions at paul@orthoevalpal.com. Be more than happy to answer those for you. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe, tell your friends about it, and hit the notification bell on top so that you get more notifications and more videos every time we put them out. Thanks for watching.